Question 1. Scenario-based. Mr. Adams recently moved to Colorado and applied for health insurance coverage through his employer's group health insurance plan. He was informed that he would need to submit additional documentation for his pre-existing condition. After the insurance company underwrites his application, it comes to light that his pre-existing condition may affect the coverage options available to him. What must the insurance company do according to Colorado's health insurance laws? A. Deny Mr. Adams coverage based on his pre-existing condition. B. Offer Mr. Adams limited benefit plan with exclusions for his pre-existing condition. C. Provide Mr. Adams with full coverage without regard to his pre-existing condition. D. Offer Mr. Adams policy that includes waiting period for the pre-existing condition. Answer: D. Offer Mr. Adams a policy that includes a waiting period for the pre-existing condition. Explanation: under Colorado law, insurers are allowed to impose a waiting period for coverage of pre-existing conditions in group health insurance plans, but they cannot outright deny coverage for individuals with such conditions. The Colorado Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act (HIPAA) prohibits discrimination based on health status and mandates that pre-existing conditions be covered after a waiting period, often up to 12 months. This waiting period allows time for the individual to qualify for full benefits related to their pre-existing condition. However, the insurer must offer the policy and cannot completely deny coverage. Question 2. Conceptual. Which of the following statements accurately reflects the role of the Colorado Division of Insurance in regulating health insurance policies? A. The Colorado Division of Insurance creates health insurance policies for insurance companies operating in the state. B. The Colorado Division of Insurance enforces state-specific health insurance laws and ensures compliance with consumer protection regulations. C. The Colorado Division of Insurance approves premium rates for individual health insurance policies only. D. The Colorado Division of Insurance directly provides health insurance coverage to residents of Colorado. Answer: B. The Colorado Division of Insurance enforces state-specific health insurance laws and ensures compliance with consumer protection regulations. Explanation: the Colorado Division of Insurance (DOI) regulates health insurance providers in the state by ensuring they comply with state laws designed to protect consumers. This includes overseeing insurance companies' adherence to regulations concerning underwriting, claims handling, and the protection of policyholder rights. The DOI does not create insurance policies, approve individual premium rates, or provide insurance itself. It is responsible for enforcing laws related to the operation of insurers and protecting the interests of Colorado consumers, ensuring transparency and fair practices in the market. Question 3. Conceptual. Which of the following describes the primary purpose of managed care organizations, MACOs, in the context of health insurance? A. To act as an intermediary for employers to select insurance providers. B. To manage the cost of healthcare while ensuring quality care for members through coordinated services and utilization reviews. C. To exclusively offer insurance policies with the lowest possible premiums, regardless of network or care quality. D. To eliminate out-of-network provider restrictions and increase the availability of specialized care to all enrollees. Answer: B. To manage the cost of healthcare while ensuring quality care for members through coordinated services and utilization reviews. Explanation: managed care organizations, MACOs, are structured to reduce healthcare costs while maintaining a high standard of care. They accomplish this by coordinating care, implementing utilization reviews, and applying cost containment strategies such as pre-authorization for services, care management, and network restrictions. These organizations work within a network of providers to ensure that healthcare services are delivered efficiently, preventing unnecessary tests or treatments while maintaining quality of care. Managed care is not focused on offering the lowest premiums or eliminating network restrictions, but rather on balancing cost and quality through oversight of the healthcare services provided to members. Question 4. Conceptual. Which of the following statements accurately describes the role of the Affordable Care Act (ACA) in the regulation of health insurance in Colorado? A. The ACA eliminates all restrictions on health insurance coverage for pre-existing conditions. B. The ACA requires that insurance companies offer unlimited coverage for all health conditions. C. The ACA introduces the individual mandate, requiring individuals to have health insurance or face a penalty. D. The ACA ensures that insurance premiums are standardized across all states, removing state-specific regulations. Answer: C. The UK introduces the individual mandate, requiring individuals to have health insurance or face a penalty. Explanation: the Affordable Care Act (ACA) introduced the individual mandate, which required most Americans to obtain health insurance or face a penalty. Although the penalty was effectively eliminated in 2019 at the federal level, some states, including Colorado, may have their own versions of an individual mandate. The ACA also made significant changes to the health insurance market, such as preventing insurers from denying coverage based on pre-existing conditions, but it did not mandate unlimited coverage. Furthermore, premiums are not standardized across states, but they are regulated within the scope of each state's guidelines. Question 5. Scenario-based. Mr. Peters is a small business owner in Colorado and provides health insurance coverage to his employees through a small group plan. He has recently been informed that his insurer intends to increase the premiums for the upcoming year. What is the most likely reason for this premium increase in a small group plan in Colorado? A. The insurer is applying a community rating which increases premiums for all small businesses. B. The insurer is adjusting premiums based on the health status of Mr. Peters' employees. C. The insurer must comply with the Colorado State Insurance Department's premium cap regulations, which have changed. D. The insurer is allowed to increase premiums based on the business's claims experience and individual risk profile. Answer: D. The insurer is allowed to increase premiums based on the business's claims experience and individual risk profile. Explanation: in Colorado, insurers are permitted to adjust premiums for small group health plans based on the specific claims experience and risk profile of the group. Unlike large groups, which may be subject to community rating, where premiums are spread across all groups to avoid discrimination based on health status, small groups can experience premium variations depending on their individual health risks and claims history. The ACA does limit how much insurers can vary rates based on age, smoking status, and geographic area, but claims experience is a key factor in premium adjustments. Question 6. Conceptual. Which of the following is a feature of health maintenance organizations (HMOs) that distinguishes them from other types of health insurance plans? A. HMOs allow members to see specialists without a referral from their primary care physician. B. HMOs require members to use a network of healthcare providers and generally do not cover out-of-network services except in emergencies. C. HMOs offer higher flexibility in choosing healthcare providers compared to PPO plans. D. HMOs provide coverage for medical services through multiple insurance companies with different benefit packages. Answer: B. HMOs require members to use a network of healthcare providers and generally do not cover out-of-network services except in emergencies. Explanation: health maintenance organizations (HMOs) are known for their strict network requirements. Members of HMOs must typically choose a primary care physician (PCP) who coordinates all of their healthcare services. If a member wants to see a specialist or receive specialized care, they must first get a referral from their PCP. One of the key distinguishing features of HMOs is that they generally do not cover out-of-network services except in cases of emergency. This differs from PPOs, which provide more flexibility in choosing providers but often involve higher out-of-pocket costs. Question 7. Conceptual. Which of the following best explains the impact of the Colorado Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act (HIPAA) on health insurance in the state? A. HIPAA requires that insurance policies in Colorado offer coverage for all pre-existing conditions without any waiting period. B. HIPAA establishes protections for individuals who are changing jobs or losing health insurance, preventing discrimination based on health status. C. HIPAA ensures that insurance premiums cannot vary based on the applicant's health history. D. HIPAA mandates that insurers cover only preventive care and exclude treatment for existing medical conditions. Answer: B. HIPAA establishes protections for individuals who are changing jobs or losing health insurance, preventing discrimination based on health status. Explanation: the Colorado Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act (HIPAA) was designed to protect individuals who are changing jobs or losing health insurance by preventing insurers from discriminating based on health status. Under HIPAA, insurers cannot deny coverage or charge higher premiums solely due to a pre-existing condition when someone is moving between group health plans. HIPAA does not mandate the removal of waiting periods for pre-existing conditions or prevent premium variation, though it does regulate how and when such premiums can vary. Question 8. Conceptual. Which of the following best describes the role of A health savings account (HSA) in relation to health insurance coverage. An HSA provides a way to pay for healthcare costs tax-free, but only for individuals covered by Medicaid. B. An HSA allows individuals to contribute tax-free funds to cover out-of-pocket medical expenses, but only if they are enrolled in a high-deductible health per AHP. C. An HSA provides an alternative to traditional health insurance by covering all healthcare expenses. D. An HSA can only be used for preventive care and is not available for treatment of chronic illnesses. Answer: B. HSA allows individuals to contribute tax-free funds to cover out-of-pocket medical expenses, but only if they are enrolled in a high-deductible health per AHP. Explanation: a health savings account (HSA) is a tax-advantaged savings account designed to help individuals cover out-of-pocket healthcare expenses. However, the key requirement is that the individual must be enrolled in a high-deductible health per AHP. Contributions to HSA are tax-free, and withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are also tax-free. HSAs cannot be used as a substitute for health insurance, as they do not cover the full range of healthcare expenses, only out-of-pocket costs that exceed the deductible of VAT. Question 9. Conceptual: which of the following statements accurately reflects the requirements for employer-sponsored group health insurance plans in Colorado? A. Employers are required to provide health insurance coverage to all employees, regardless of the size of the employer. B. Employers with more than 50 full-time employees must offer health insurance that meets minimum essential coverage under the account. C. Employers are not allowed to exclude any employee from group health insurance based on the employee's health status. D. Employers can offer group health insurance coverage only to employees who work more than 20 hours per week. Answer: B. Employers with more than 50 full-time employees must offer health insurance that meets minimum essential coverage under the account. Explanation: under the Affordable Care Act, account employers with 50 or more full-time equivalent employees are required to offer health insurance that meets certain standards of coverage, including minimum essential coverage. These employers must provide affordable insurance options to their full-time employees or face penalties. Smaller employers are not required to offer insurance, though many do so voluntarily. Employers are also prohibited from excluding employees based on health status, but can set eligibility criteria based on full-time status, typically at 30 hours per week or more. Question 10. Conceptual: what is the primary benefit of utilizing a preferred provider organization (PPO) plan compared to a health maintenance organization (ATMO) plan? A. EPO plans require a referral from a primary care physician before seeing a specialist. PPO plans provide more flexibility in choosing healthcare providers, both in and out of network. So PPO plans are always less expensive than HMO plans. But EPO plans only cover in-network providers, similar to ATMO plans. Answer: but PPO plans provide more flexibility in choosing healthcare providers, both in and out of network. Explanation: one of the main advantages of PPO plans is their flexibility. PPO plans allow members to see any doctor or specialist without a referral, and they also cover out-of-network providers that are higher cost. In contrast, ATMO plans require a primary care physician (PCP) referral for specialist visits and generally only cover in-network providers except in emergencies. While PPO plans are typically more flexible, they are not always less expensive, as premiums may be higher due to the increased provider flexibility. Question 11. Conceptual: which of the following is a primary feature of the Colorado Medicaid program under the state's expansion of Medicaid? A. Medicaid benefits are only available to individuals who are elderly or disabled in Colorado. B. Medicaid expansion in Colorado allows individuals earning up to 138% of the federal poverty level (FPL) to qualify for coverage. C. Medicaid expansion in Colorado requires individuals to pay premiums for coverage regardless of their income. D. Colorado's Medicaid program excludes pregnant women and children from coverage under expansion. Answer: B. Medicaid expansion in Colorado allows individuals earning up to 138% of the federal poverty level (FPL) to qualify for coverage. Explanation: under the Affordable Care Act, Colorado expanded Medicaid to cover individuals with incomes up to 138% of the federal poverty level (FPL). This allows more low-income individuals, including working adults without dependent children, to qualify for Medicaid. Medicaid in Colorado provides free or low-cost healthcare, and pregnant women, children, and other vulnerable populations are generally covered. There are no premiums for Medicaid for those under the expansion, though some may have minimal cost sharing for certain services. Question 12. scenario-based. Mr. Garcia is applying for health insurance through the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace and is unsure if he qualifies for premium subsidies. Which of the following is the primary determining factor for Mr. Garcia's eligibility for subsidies? A. The size of Mr. Garcia's family and the amount of his out-of-pocket healthcare costs. B. The number of years Mr. Garcia has been employed in Colorado. C. Mr. Garcia's estimated annual income in relation to the federal poverty level FPL. D. Mr. Garcia's choice of health insurance plan and its coverage benefits. Answer: C. Mr. Garcia's estimated annual income in relation to the federal poverty level FPL. Explanation: eligibility for premium subsidies through the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace is primarily determined by an individual's income as percentage of the federal poverty level FPL. Subsidies are designed to assist individuals and families whose income falls between 100% and 400% of the FPL. The amount of subsidy available depends on the household income, the cost of insurance, and the size of the household. Employment status is not a direct factor in subsidy eligibility. Question 13. Conceptual. Which of the following is a requirement for a health plan to be considered qualified health plan KPS under the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace? A KPS must cover all medical expenses for individuals with pre-existing conditions at no additional cost. The APS must provide essential health benefits, including emergency services and prescription drugs. CEAPS are limited to only providing coverage for emergency care and inpatient hospital services. EDOAPS must limit out-of-pocket expenses to $1,000 annually for all covered services. Answer: BEAPS must provide essential health benefits, including emergency services and prescription drugs. Explanation: a qualified health plan KHP is a health insurance plan that meets the requirements of the Affordable Care Act account and is available through the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace. These plans must cover essential health benefits, which include services like emergency care, hospitalization, prescription drugs, mental health services, and more. They cannot limit coverage for pre-existing conditions, and while they may have out-of-pocket costs, they are not limited to $1,000 annually for all services. Question 14. Conceptual. Which of the following best describes the concept of grandfathered health plans in Colorado? A. Grandfathered plans are health plans that provide unlimited coverage without any cost sharing. B. Grandfathered plans are health insurance plans that existed before the account and have not been significantly changed since then. C. Grandfathered plans are only available to individuals over the age of 65. D. Grandfathered plans are required to cover all preventive services at no cost to the insured. Answer: B. Grandfathered plans are health insurance plans that existed before the account and have not been significantly changed since then. Explanation: grandfathered health plans are those that were in existence before the account was passed and have not undergone significant changes in their benefits or cost-sharing structure. These plans are exempt from some of the ACA's requirements, such as the elimination of lifetime limits on coverage, but they must still comply with certain provisions like prohibiting discrimination based on pre-existing conditions. Grandfathered plans are not available to new applicants and are restricted to individuals who had the plan in place before the account. Question 15. Scenario-based. MS Lee has a high deductible health HSP and is considering setting up a health savings account, HSA. Which of the following is an advantage of using an HSA in combination with an AHP? Contributions to an HSA are tax deductible and withdrawals are tax-free when used for qualified medical expenses. BMSAS medical savings accounts provide the same benefits as HSAS but have higher contribution limits. C. An HSA allows for employer matching contributions for employee healthcare expenses similar to a 401k. D. Withdrawals from an HSA can be used for non-medical expenses without penalty after the age of 591 work. Answer A. Contributions to an HSA are tax deductible and withdrawals are tax-free when used for qualified medical expenses. Explanation: a health savings account (HSA) is a tax-advantaged savings account that is available to individuals with a high deductible health per AHE. Contributions to an HSA are tax-deductible and withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free. This can provide significant tax savings for individuals with high deductible plans who anticipate needing medical care. HSAS also offer the flexibility to carry over balances from year to year and grow the account through interest or investment options. Question 16. Conceptual. Which of the following would be an example of a preventive service that is covered without cost sharing under the Affordable Care Act in Colorado. A routine physical exam for a patient with symptoms of illness. B. A colonoscopy for an individual over the age of 50. C. A surgical procedure to treat an existing medical condition. D. An emergency room visit for an accident. Answer: B. A colonoscopy for an individual over the age of 50. Explanation: under the Affordable Care Act, most preventive services must be covered by insurance without cost sharing, meaning they are provided at no extra charge to the insured. This includes services like screenings for various cancers, e.g., colonoscopies for individuals over 50, immunizations, and other preventive health care measures. Preventive services are designed to identify and address health issues before they become serious, reducing long-term medical costs. Question 17. Scenario-based. Mr. Thompson is reviewing the details of his health insurance coverage in Colorado and notices that his policy includes coverage for out-of-network emergency services. What does this coverage likely mean for Mr. Thompson? The insurance will cover the full cost of any out-of-network services for emergency care without limitations. B. The insurance will cover out-of-network emergency services, but Mr. Thompson will be responsible for higher out-of-pocket costs than for in-network care. C. Mr. Thompson can only receive emergency services from hospitals that are contracted with his insurance provider. D. The coverage only applies to emergency services if they are provided by a non-hospital facility. Answer: B. The insurance will cover out-of-network emergency services, but Mr. Thompson will be responsible for higher out-of-pocket costs than for in-network care. Explanation: health insurance plans often cover emergency services regardless of whether the provider is in-network or out-of-network. However, when care is received from an out-of-network provider, the insured may face higher out-of-pocket costs, such as higher copays, coinsurance, or deductibles. This is because the insurance company typically negotiates low rates with in-network providers, while out-of-network providers may charge more for the same services. Question 18. Conceptual. Under the Colorado Insurance Code, which of the following would be considered an unfair claims practice? A. An insurer denying a claim based on a pre-existing condition that is clearly stated in the policy exclusions. B. An insurer failing to provide a timely explanation of benefits for a covered claim. C. An insurer raising premiums for policyholders after a medical procedure has been completed. D. An insurer providing coverage for all claims, including those for cosmetic procedures. Answer: B. An insurer failing to provide a timely explanation of benefits for a covered claim. Explanation: in Colorado, failing to provide a timely explanation of benefits (EOB) for a covered claim is considered an unfair claims practice under the state's insurance code. The EOB must outline the amount the insurer is responsible for, any deductibles, and the patient's share of the costs. Unfair claims practices can lead to penalties, including fines or loss of licensure for the insurer. Denying claims based on policy exclusions or raising premiums after procedure is completed may be permissible depending on the terms of the policy. Question 19. Conceptual. Which of the following is a common characteristic of an exclusive provider organization (EPO) plan? A. EPO plans provide no coverage for out-of-network care except in emergencies. B. EPO plans allow members to see any specialist without a referral from a primary care physician. C. EPO plans offer more flexibility in choosing healthcare providers than PPO plans. D. EPO plans require members to use a network of healthcare providers and usually offer no out-of-network benefits. Answer: D. EPO plans require members to use a network of healthcare providers and usually offer no out-of-network benefits. Explanation: an exclusive provider organization (EPO) plan is similar to a health maintenance organization (HMO) in that it requires members to use a specific network of healthcare providers. Unlike PPOS, EPOs generally do not cover any out-of-network care except in cases of emergency. This makes EPO plans a more restrictive option in terms of provider choice, that they typically have lower premiums than PPO plans. Question 20. Conceptual. Which of the following is a benefit of the Colorado State Basic Health Program (BHPA)? It provides free health insurance coverage for all low-income individuals in Colorado. B. It offers health coverage for individuals who earn between 138% and 200% of the federal poverty level (FPL). C. It only covers individuals under the age of 21 who are not eligible for Medicaid. D. It is a federal program that operates solely through private insurance companies. Answer: B. It offers health coverage for individuals who earn between 138% and 200% of the federal poverty level (FPL). Explanation: the Basic Health Program (BHP) in Colorado provides health insurance coverage for individuals with incomes between 138% and 200% of the federal poverty level (FPL) who are not eligible for Medicaid. The BHP offers affordable coverage with lower premiums and cost sharing than what would be available through the marketplace. It is designed to help low-income residents gain access to essential health benefits. Question 21. Conceptual: which of the following is a characteristic of the Colorado Consumer Health Initiative's role in the state's healthcare system? A. It provides insurance coverage to individuals who do not qualify for Medicaid or the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace. B. It serves as a nonprofit organization focused on advocating for consumer-friendly health policies and healthcare access in Colorado. C. It manages the Medicaid program for all Colorado residents. D. It regulates the premiums charged by private insurance companies in Colorado. Answer: B. It serves as a nonprofit organization focused on advocating for consumer-friendly health policies and healthcare access in Colorado. Explanation: the Colorado Consumer Health Initiative (CSHI) is a nonprofit advocacy organization that works to promote consumer protection and improve healthcare access across the state. It does not provide insurance coverage but advocates for policies that make healthcare more affordable, equitable, and accessible. CSHI helps raise awareness about health disparities, supports health reform, and lobbies for stronger consumer protections. Question 22. Scenario-based. Mr. Taylor has purchased a Silver-tier health insurance plan through the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace. He wants to know about the cost-sharing structure for his coverage. Which of the following is most likely to be true for a Silver-tier plan in Colorado? A. Mr. Taylor's plan will have the highest out-of-pocket costs of all marketplace plans. B. His plan will provide balanced cost-sharing structure with moderate premiums and out-of-pocket costs. C. Silver-tier plans are reserved only for individuals eligible for Medicaid. D. Mr. Taylor's plan will not cover any preventive services. Answer: B. His plan will provide a balanced cost-sharing structure with moderate premiums and out-of-pocket costs. Explanation: Silver-tier plans in the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace offer a moderate balance between premiums and out-of-pocket costs. These plans typically have average monthly premiums and moderate deductibles, copays, and coinsurance rates. Silver plans are ideal for individuals who are looking for a balance between affordability and comprehensive coverage. They also provide essential health benefits, including preventive services. Question 23. Conceptual: in Colorado under the Affordable Care Act account, which of the following is not a requirement for health insurance policies sold in the state's marketplace? A. Coverage of essential health benefits, including emergency services and maternity care. B. Coverage for pre-existing conditions without exclusion or premium increase. C. The ability to purchase insurance only during the annual open enrollment period. D. The inclusion of a standard set of preventive services provided at no additional cost to policyholders. Answer: C. The ability to purchase insurance only during the annual open enrollment period. Explanation: under the ACAT, health insurance policies sold through the Colorado Health Insurance Marketplace must cover essential health benefits, including emergency care, maternity services, and preventive care at no additional cost. Additionally, insurers must cover pre-existing conditions without charging higher premiums or denying coverage. However, insurance can generally only be purchased during the open enrollment period unless an individual qualifies for a special enrollment period, e.g., due to a life event like marriage or the birth of a child. Question 24. Conceptual: what is the primary purpose of Colorado's Medicaid buying program for working adults with disabilities? A. To provide full Medicaid coverage to all adults with disabilities who are employed. B. To allow working adults with disabilities to buy into Medicaid coverage even if their income is above the typical Medicaid eligibility threshold. C. To offer healthcare coverage to adults with disabilities who do not work. D. To offer limited Medicaid coverage only for dental and vision services to adults with disabilities. Answer: B. To allow working adults with disabilities to buy into Medicaid coverage even if their income is above the typical Medicaid eligibility threshold. Explanation: the Medicaid buying program for working adults with disabilities in Colorado allows individuals with disabilities to access Medicaid coverage even if their income exceeds the typical Medicaid eligibility limit. This program is designed to support individuals with disabilities who are employed and want to maintain access to essential healthcare benefits without losing Medicaid coverage. It allows for income-based eligibility so individuals with higher earnings can still access the program by paying premiums based on their income. Question 25, scenario-based. Ms. Roberts is considering switching from a health maintenance organization (HMO) to a preferred provider organization (PPO) plan. What is the primary difference between these two types of plans that Ms. Roberts should consider? A PO will restrict her ability to see out-of-network specialists, whereas an HMO will allow her to do so freely. B. A PO allows her to see out-of-network providers at a higher cost, while an HMO generally requires her to use in-network providers for all care. C. An HMO provides more flexible coverage and does not require a primary care physician (PCP). D. A PRPN will cover emergency care at no cost, while an HMO will require prior authorization for emergency services. Answer B. A PO allows her to see out-of-network providers at a higher cost, while an HMO generally requires her to use in-network providers for all care. Explanation. The primary difference between an HMO and a PO is the flexibility in choosing healthcare providers. With a POS, Roberts can see out-of-network providers, although at a higher cost than in-network providers. In contrast, an HMO typically requires members to use only in-network providers for non-emergency care and to get referrals from a primary care physician (PCP) before seeing specialists. This gives PPO members more flexibility, but HMO members typically have lower premiums and cost sharing. Question 26. Conceptual. Which of the following is a requirement for an insurer to participate in the Colorado health insurance marketplace? A. The insurer must offer at least one health plan in each of the 4 coverage levels: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. B. The insurer must offer health coverage exclusively to individuals under the age of 30. C. The insurer must be authorized to sell health insurance policies in all 50 states. D. The insurer must provide coverage only for preventive services and prescription drugs. Answer A. The insurer must offer at least one health plan in each of the 4 coverage levels: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Explanation. To participate in the Colorado health insurance marketplace, insurers must offer at least one health plan in each of the 4 coverage levels: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. These levels reflect different cost-sharing structures, with bronze plans having low premiums but higher out-of-pocket costs, and platinum plans having higher premiums but lower out-of-pocket costs. Offering plans at all levels ensures that consumers have a range of options that meet different needs and financial situations. Question 27. Scenario-based. Mr. Harris is reviewing his health insurance coverage for the coming year and is considering whether to purchase the plan with a high deductible. What is the primary benefit of choosing a high deductible health plan? CHP in Colorado THEs offer a comprehensive coverage with no out-of-pocket costs for the insured. B. THEs are generally less expensive in terms of monthly premiums, making them an affordable option for healthy individuals. THEs guarantee coverage for all medical expenses, regardless of the insurer's network restrictions. THEs provide no coverage for prescription drugs. Answer. THEs are generally less expensive in terms of monthly premiums, making them an affordable option for healthy individuals. Explanation. The primary advantage of a high deductible health plan is that it typically has low monthly premiums compared to plans with low deductibles. This is a more affordable option for individuals who do not anticipate needing significant medical care. However, because of the high deductible, out-of-pocket costs for medical services may be higher until the deductible is met. These plans also often qualify for health savings accounts (HSAs), which offer tax advantages. Question 28. Conceptual. What does the term a metal tiers refer to in the context of health insurance plans sold through the Colorado health insurance marketplace? A. The amount of coverage for medical expenses an insurer provides in the event of an emergency. B. The percentage of healthcare costs the insurer will cover on average. C. The level of access policyholder has to specialty care under the plan. D. The minimum number of health providers an insurer must have in its network. Answer. B. The percentage of healthcare costs the insurer will cover on average. Explanation. The metal tiers refer to the 4 categories of health insurance plans: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum are available in the Colorado health insurance marketplace. These tiers indicate the percentage of healthcare costs the insurer will cover on average. For example, bronze plans cover about 60% of healthcare costs, while platinum plans cover about 90%. The remaining percentage is typically the responsibility of the insured in the form of premiums, deductibles, copayments, and coinsurance. Question 29. Scenario-based. Mrs. Kim is planning to enroll in the Colorado health insurance marketplace and is eligible for Medicaid. She is unsure if she needs to apply for Medicaid separately or if she can use the marketplace to apply. Which of the following is true for her situation? A. Mrs. Kim can only apply for Medicaid through the Colorado health insurance marketplace as they are combined. B. Mrs. Kim should apply for Medicaid directly through the Colorado Medicaid website as it is separate from the marketplace. C. Mrs. Kim must apply for Medicaid only during the open enrollment period. D. Mrs. Kim is automatically enrolled in Medicaid if she qualifies for it through the marketplace. Answer: B. Mrs. Kim should apply for Medicaid directly through the Colorado Medicaid website as it is separate from the marketplace. Explanation: while the Colorado health insurance marketplace can assess an individual's eligibility for Medicaid during the application process, Medicaid is managed separately through the state's Medicaid program. Mrs. Kim should apply for Medicaid through the Colorado Medicaid website, or she can complete the application through the marketplace, which will automatically redirect her to Medicaid eligibility if applicable. Question 30. Conceptual: what is the function of a summary of benefits and coverage SB in Colorado health insurance plans? A. It is detailed list of the plan's premiums, deductibles, and copies. B. It provides plain language summary of the plan's key features, including coverage limits and exclusions. C. It details the medical procedures covered under the health insurance plan. D. It outlines the network of healthcare providers included in the plan. Answer: B. It provides a plain language summary of the plan's key features, including coverage limits and exclusions. Explanation: the summary of benefits and coverage (SBC) is a standardized document that health insurers are required to provide to applicants and enrollees. It presents clear, concise summary of health plans benefits, including what is covered, the coverage limits, exclusions, and cost-sharing details such as deductibles, copies, and out-of-pocket maximums. This document is designed to help consumers understand and compare health insurance options easily.